what piece of message would you give to the women? You are already, and I have to mention that you are already successful in your areas, but we didn't want to look for superstars here, because many times the world will feature the superstars as successful people. We wanted to feature ordinary people who have fought to be in the position they are. And you are great examples for that. But what would you tell the women around the world that they could be in your position?
I would say surround yourself with positive people and beware of party poopers. There is too much Debbie Drowners around that they just, they're what they call emotional vampires. They might be really negative. They might suck all your energy on doing things. You can be very motivated, but if around you have people just saying, no, no, you will never manage. No, 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 this world is too much, not ready to accept what you want to do, etc., etc. Even the most motivated person will give up. So surround yourself with people that, of course, it's not that you have to live in in a castles with clouds and think that everything is possible, but at least try to surround yourself with people that can say it might be rough, but you can make it. And also learn from other people's mistakes, in the meaning that we are, as you said, all three of us, we made it in what we wanted to achieve, but we all three have made mistakes during the path. We all three have failed during the climbing. We all three have gone through moments that we're just crying and saying, I will never manage to do that. Ask us what those moments were. Ask us how we overcome them and use them for your own path to success.
A very good advice, I believe. Never be stopped by the people. The community is like that. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to do my thing. Oh no, that is a male dominated. You will never be. So it's important to go for your dream. And I think failure should not be escaped. We fail, we do it again to be better. What about Michelle and Aide?
I mean, definitely you do need to have positive people around you. I actually have a male colleague who, I call him the devil's advocate. He always gives me the reasons why something is not going to work. And I appreciate that, because it makes quite sure that I've covered all angles. Actually, he's a very positive person for me to bounce my ideas from. And then I walk away from him. So it's actually good to have people question what you're doing to make quite sure that you're on the right path and that you haven't forgotten something. Don't hold back. If you have a dream or an aspiration, then absolutely go for it. Don't be afraid of failing. As Kira said, it's not the end of the world to fail, but it certainly is the end of the world to not have tried in the first place. I always say, take your humour with you. You've got to keep your sense of humour. You've got to be happy. And network. Use your network, your community, however close it is, even if it's just 2 people, because you're in the middle of nowhere. Ask them to support you on your adventure. So be happy, be positive, listen to criticism. Don't let it get to you, but listen to it and make sure that you have covered those angles. And just don't hold back because of your gender. That's the one thing you should never have to consider. So you're as good as anybody else. That's my words of wisdom.
Thanks a lot. Wonderful words. And I think the element of happiness, that is really, I think we had a discussion before and also with Chiara. This happiness is the core of everything. We cannot be happy every day for sure, but we can plant the happiness in our bodies that will get us go out there and celebrate our differences, go out there and be in a network that we are uncomfortable, but still say that, hello, I would need to discuss with the minister. It's because you are ready. You are a happy person and you are ready to receive a yes or no answer, but still go back home happy. So I think that is a really, really important ingredient that people might not understand. But it's important to understand that an element of happiness is very soft, but very, very important in getting things to be done. What about Heide?
Thank you, Michelle and Chiara. It's really difficult to add something to your suggestions. I'm struggling now to be original and nice and whatever. But one thing I would like to say, it works for me. I hope it works for the other ones too, is a growth mind. There are people who say, oh, it doesn't work or it will never work. And the other people say, oh, let's try. Let's find out. So growth mind should be always like your every day. The growth mind should be with you. And let's not take too much pressure, because in a moment when you are not having this curiosity and excitement in your life anymore, you are old, and you don't want to be old in this kind of old. And I can tell you, there was a research in Finland. They researched old people, really old people, and they tried to find out why are they so old and still alive. And the answer was the old people who had their curiosity still. They were curious about the life, about different things, about the neighbors' relations, everything. They were still alive. In a moment you lose this curiosity about life, about people, about technology, then you know that you are getting old. And don't do it. And don't take too much pressure. Have some fun too. Because in a moment you don't have this excitement anymore, it's not fun. And then the curiosity will not help you. So have fun and be curious. Curious. Yeah, something.
Fantastic. Curiosity.
I want to quote my grandma in this. My grandma is the same person that me and Conrad have discussed so much about, because she's her and my dad who has inspired me through feminism and women empowerment. My grandma and my dad. And my grandma is 86, and she has gone through the Second World War as a minority, so you can imagine. And she still goes to hairdressers. She wants her nail polish. She wants her nice clothes. And my aunt actually asked her, said, you anyway live at home alone. It's not that you go out. Why do you keep on doing that? And she said, because the day I will stop, it's the day I will feel old.
Wonderful. So old is gold, and actually you're never old until when you feel old. And you choose to feel old in that sense.